The interesting thing is, similar to an OJ case, you might find because of poor quality, the poor quality of witnesses, this mother and the crew might still have a chance to get off on reasonable doubt. This is the Gucci Mane moment, man. That's why this is so familiar. This is Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane shouted at Envy. He shouted at Shala. And he shouted at Angela Yee. All three of you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the On the Country podcast.
Am I allowed to swear there?
In Twitter.
Yeah, I know we said let's not blame the government.
It's just sad when we start them becoming indoctrinated. Your view on me.
Hi guys, it's Emilio Tobias again, and I'm back with another episode of the On the Contrary podcast. Thank you for watching so fast. Thank you for subscribing. I hope you'll subscribe some more. I hope you like. I hope you engage. I'm very curious and interested to hear what you have to say or what you think on these things that we are discussing here, or that I am discussing. The nice thing is that doing a solo Bill Bird type podcast, you can get your thoughts out, whether they're muddled, whether they're in order, whatever the case may be, and then no one will interrupt you except yourself. And then you guys can obviously come through on the comments and say what you'll need to say. Two interesting stories with very interesting parallels today. I'm sure you'll see in the titles, but I won't mention it now. You'll see in the titles what are the two stories we're discussing today from different spheres, from opposite ends of South Africa. We start off in Saldanha, where the trial for Joshlin Smith is currently underway for the trafficking and disappearance of this little girl. This is like strangely a case that I haven't wanted to look at for the past year, because just seeing pictures of that child, seeing the mother in the state that she was in, it's just something that I did not want to engage in. But now that it's on trial, we get to hear about it a lot. In this week, former accused, or she was one of the 4 accused, did turn state witness upon realizing how much shit they were really in. I think when you're in a drug state of mind, which all of them were involved, all 4 of them were heavy drug users, and when you were a drug user, I don't think you really aware of reality where you can even get to such a bad stage of addiction that it can lead to you selling your child to pay debts or to have a little bit of money. And what you don't realize when you're in a township or in a squatter camp, that 20,000 rand is not a lot of money for anything, let alone a child that has the potential to become whatever. The funny and interesting thing about this case is that it is still a case, it's still a court of law, as much as society is already, or the court of public opinion has already heard enough to know that for sure the mother was involved and this is a drug case, and now we're just busy with the procedures. The interesting thing is, similar to an OJ case, you might find because of poor quality of witnesses, this mother and the crew might still have a chance to get off on reasonable doubt. Reason being, all of them were on drugs. When you're on drugs or when you're high, I don't think your timelines of events, the times when you pop into consciousness and to the times that you're high, when you are sober-minded again and you're stitching together these things, they're not going to be in order. And now the Lombard, what's her name? I don't know what Lombard's name is. Lombard is now busy testifying. She's done the testimony through the state, and now the defense obviously has to cross-question her based on the details and things that are out of place, and their aim and their goal is, like in any court case, is to discredit her as a credible witness, where like there's too many things that you said that don't make 100% sense, so we need to throw out, the aim is to throw out the entire evidence where the things were true in there, but because it's so inconsistent, we have to throw all of it out. We make your testimony incredible is not the opposite of credible. Uncredible. So now I was watching this video of the judge reprimanding her in a very subtle tone. My battery low. The judge was reprimanding her in a very subtle tone, and like that subtle tone can also be quite intimidating. So it's tricky, man, especially like when you come from a township and you hear about a magistraat speel nie en wat magistraat speel nie, it can make you break down. And the reprimand, I think, is what made a crash. Let's see that video and then let's go.
Twice, at least twice. I'm getting there. Can you recall that?
That's correct, my lord.
That's correct, my lord.
And we spent the last almost 3/4 of an hour on the same point. And now suddenly you're telling me, but you made a mistake. But you've made the mistake at least 4 times.
No,
And it took 45, almost, it's 44 minutes
no,
to
I'm
get the
saying
concession out. Are you still with me?
That's correct, my lord.
that's correct, my lord.
Do you have any explanation for this?
My lord, I don't know how to explain this, but I'm sorry, my lord, and for that, my lord, I see the witness is shaking and she's being emotional, my lord.
Okay. Do you want a moment? Ms. Lombard, do
Ms. Lombard?
you need some time?
It was following that.
Yeah, man, like you a key witness or prime witness, I don't know what you call it. You are the main witness in a case where a child went missing. You are kind of accused. You are accused in the matter. You turn state witness as part of like the deal. I'm very remorseful for my participation in this thing. I could have stopped it earlier, according to the stories. But now you have the pressure of being in an environment that you're not used to being in. All this attention, there's cameras, there's the risk that if you are found to be lying or not give evidence we are happy with, at the back of your mind, you're like, I can still go to jail for all of this. And all the while, and I believe her when she says she's very remorseful and her heart really hurts Lombard now for her participation in this whole thing. Now, the judge is telling you, bruh, you just wasted our time. You could have said this so long ago. And I think the state might have also had a good job at coaching her and telling her like, yo, say what you say, stay on what you, try and be as accurate as possible. And the defense is going to come and try and make like you lying about everything. So hold your word. Yeah, now the issue is things are out of place here and there, but I think it might be technicalities. It might have to do with the mother and a boyfriend or a husband who were fighting the day before the child went missing, and bottles were broken and chickens were stolen here and there, and she's claiming it's the Sunday before the child went missing. And I think the defense is saying that did happen. Not that that didn't happen. It didn't happen on that day. And I think when they cleared it up for her, 44 minutes in, she might have realized like, oh, that wasn't that day. I'm confusing this, that, and the other. Now the judge is telling you subtly, bro, why didn't you just say this 44 minutes ago? The rest of this case, we don't know how the rest of this case is going to go on if that's how you're doing things. Hence, an emotional breakdown. I mean, you go to bed every night. I don't know where she's sleeping. If she's going back to the squatter camp where she lives and coming back. I don't know if she has witness protection or anything like that, but there's even stories that there was a police van, someone speaking to someone in a police van at some point. So now I'm like, you have all this on you, which you are kind of a part of, and you're gonna break down. And the judge decided he's gonna postpone the case until she feels better. I don't know if she came back today or how she was feeling today, but at some point you're just gonna, she might even just say, yeah, bruh, I'm done, bruh. Take me to jail if you want me to if you want to take me to jail. Shame, man. Very unfortunate that even during this case, there is, at the back of our minds, we must know that there's no quality witnesses, and this mother might still get off on a reasonable doubt. Now, this was not the only court sitting that we had this week. There's a new podcast, or a newish podcast, that's like solely related to Amapiano and Amapiano culture in the world and in South Africa mostly. So this podcast like gives updates on what's happening in the culture. And the main guy, the one that looks like a bulldog, him and the other guy might have said something along the lines of that Reason has downgraded to Gigi Lamayne, which is now his current girlfriend. And Reason came up on to defend his lady's honor. Let's have a look at that. And I have a weird relationship or weird idea of like people who are willing to solve issues with violence, and I guess sometimes it's necessary. All of us aren't that way inclined, but if you are someone that shows that I don't mind resolving to violence, should that happen, I don't mind resorting to violence if needs be. I think you have a very powerful play in doing that. So let's go.
What's up? Why are you guys cooking? Oh, what's up? Oh, okay. We have a visitor. Hey, this producer's cooking, yeah? In the middle of the set, I'm talking about the chicka. About the people that are doing the stuff for this culture. And
Don't let me stop you.
Alakine. I can make space for him.
He didn't wanna Khaisa because, but he realized that maybe she was not part of it. But maybe he was. Same like this is the Gucci Mane moment, man. That's why this is so familiar. This is Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane shouted at Envy. He shouted at Shala. And he shouted at Angela Yee. All three of y'all. So I think, no, not Gucci Mane, man. Who's this guy? Baby. What do they call Baby? Man. What do they call this guy? What's his name calls him Baby? Not little Baby, man. Birdman. Let's watch Birdman and him first.
This AI tool will create a stunning ebook direct from your content, whether it's a Microsoft Word document. You're watching.
Y'all ready? Yes, sir. I'm gonna start this shit off straight, telling all three of y'all stop playing with my name. Let's go on in. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. Let's do it on camera. Stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna right say on it.
This is the same thing.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
He done cursed us out. Tell him, get it off your chest, Birdman.
Said it already.
That story. No, so now this is funny that all of this is happening, and then there's the Chase hilarious story as well. Yo, we're all over the place today. Let's go back to reason.
Hey, how are you, my brother? What's up?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, man? This is a surprise. We didn't even know about this. You just came on a Piano Pulse set. Yeah, what's up?
I figured you guys were so comfortable talking about me. You might want to talk about me while I'm here.
Oh, okay, wait. Okay, cool. When? Okay. Oh, yeah?
Last week, Sizwe made a comment about Gigi Lamayne being a downgrade. So I came here to understand what that conversation was about.
You don't take that?
What was that conversation about? I don't have a lot of things to discuss. I just came here to unpack this conversation on Piano Pulse as Piano Pulse. Like,
yeah. Yo.
What part of the game is this, if I may? What gives anyone the right to call anyone a downgrade?
Silence.
Afitos?
I'm trying to remember what was the full context of the conversation so I can give.
Oh, that's the funny thing. It had nothing to do with the conversation you guys were talking about, actually.
Wait, no, wait, my nigga, wait. It was in comparison. We were comparing, who are we comparing? Your ex, I'd like to think, which is Dude Love, and your current girlfriend, right?
Why?
No, wait. We were just comparing households.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Okay, so how did you quantify that my current girlfriend is a downgrade from my ex?
No. We didn't necessarily say downgrade. We was like more
my nigga,
of a...
My nigga, you said, don't you think, this guy said to you, is Sizwe piano? You said, yes, Sizwe's piano.
Definitely. Okay.
Then he said, can I talk about this? Don't you think he downgraded? Then you said, downgraded by doing what? You said, who is he dating now? They said, Gigi Lamayne. Then you said, downgraded from what? And you said, loot love. And then it was a joke. That's what I'm here to discuss. What was the basis of that comment? How do you quantify that? Or what gives you the right to sit here on a public platform and decide that?
Now that I see the full video, I think he went about it the right way. About it the right way.
Is it their bank balances? Is it their cars? Is it beauty? What is it? If you were to say the same words again, under what roof or under what basis would you be basing that on? Let me give you a chance to think about it. Right now, on what level would you say that Gigi is a downgrade from Lutando? Right now, since it's something that's recorded and it's out right now. Where did that come from?
Okay, wait.
I'm trying to remember.
No, it's fine.
No, he's not defending me. You are not giving me a chance.
It's fine. Think.
Yeah, I'm trying to think where the whole conversation came from.
I would like to think that Loot Love is more of a powerhouse.
Yeah. No, sharp, and it got bad. You can check out the full episode of the Piano Pulse on the McChing network, but interesting because I was feeling like the same intimidation that the judge gave Lombard in the Joshlin case. Reason in this one is the judge to say, hey man, explain what you meant because you've wasted our time by making this silly comparison that has nothing to do with Amapiano. The one guy, Thakgi, did make excuses for it and tried to speak his way out and make like it was not about beauty, or he tried to explain that I don't think Sizwe gave him a chance because I think things got heated. And you know when someone raises their voice and when you try and match them and then they say, drop the volume. But bro, you were the one that went loud, but it's fine. We're always on the side of the one that's more angry. So it's interesting. But shame, man, I understand what he did. He had to defend his lady's honor. And then Sizwe apologized profusely and sincerely. Yeah. There was a profuse and sincere apology. But no, there's an episode for today. Go check out that podcast. It's quite interesting. It's trending. It is what it is. But well done to Reason. Well done to Sizwe Alakine. I don't really listen to Amapiano. There aren't people in my life that listen to Amapiano. Me, I listen to music that people around me listen to. Otherwise, I just listen. I watch podcasts all day. But no, that was interesting. Thank you again for watching. If you are this far, that means it won't be very difficult for you to subscribe. It won't be difficult for you to like or just drop a comment what you thought of the video. Give me your opinion. Let's talk, let's engage. If you think differently, if you think something to the contrary of what I've said, please to pull through. This is my therapy for me to get out my thoughts and hopefully not offend anyone. I don't have guests, so I don't think I can be surprised by bad mouthing anyone. But thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the On the Country podcast.
Am I allowed to swear in here?
In Sweden.
Yeah, I know we said let's not blame the government.
It's just sad when we start them becoming indoctrinated.
Your view on me.